Just dropped my cat off at the vet. My mom's still in there talking to the doctor, and I just walked out. So I'm gonna right now say like the thing that like bothers me the best or worst or whatever. I hung out with like him, before entering the Air Force, before leaving home for the military. Like we hung out in the basement. I kind of learned his patterns, like because he like prowls. He's a cat, he's an indoor-outdoor cat, Leave for the Air Force, leave for 6 years, more than months. Like my mom didn't see him like for months on end, because like he's an indoor-outdoor cat, he's somewhat wild or whatever. And every time she was about to like call and say, hey, I think Smokie's not here anymore, I think he like got hit by a car or something, he'd show up. But then when I get home from the military, he comes back all the time. He's basically, I see him every day, it was, and okay, so I see him every day, and I kind of realize that he was coming back to check if I was there. He built his world around me. He chose to because he has this migrating pattern or whatever. He chose, of all like the people in like the household, dad, mom, my brother, my sister, he chose and when I came back, he came back. And like and I didn't realize that at first, but like at first, he was like every night he would sleep on my feet, and I would kick him off my feet. And I didn't realize how important I was to him until after the fact. And after that, I could never get him to sleep on my feet again, because he like learned, he made his pattern around me. So I like saying to him, like just kind of walked up to me. He literally walked up to me because I was like walking in like the living room. I pace back and forth a little bit sometimes. But like he walks up to me and he's meowing, and he like looks pretty healthy. My mom thought like an hour or two before. And I was, yeah, he's looked healthy before, but it doesn't last. And I really hope he wasn't like putting on a strong show face, but like he walked up to me, he meowed, then he just kind of collapsed on his side and he peed on the ground. And like I was like, I looking at him, it's like he can't breathe, like, and my first honest reaction was like I was annoyed that he peed on the ground. And then I realized he couldn't breathe, I was like oh. Fucking hell. Okay, and I called for my mom, just at the top of my lungs. I laid down, sang to him, like an old song my mom used to sing to me when I was a kid. Bickered a little bit, stressful situation. She was like trying to call the vets because it's after hours. Got in the car, drove to the vet. Doctor walked up, I walked out. And then I decided to be I decided to make this blog and post it on the internet to fight my depression, to prove myself. And part of the reason that I did that was I was grappling with my own mortality. I'm 39 years old, live in my mom's basement with my autistic brother, who lives like upstairs. He lives on the ground floor. I live in the basement. Never been married. Never had kids because I had like freaking depression all through high school, up through the freaking military. And if part of the reason, one day I will die. One day I will be gone. One day I will be gone, and I probably won't have kids because I have not good with people, forced said depression. And I want my life to have the kind of impacts on other people that my cat had on me. I'm gonna watch for people like getting sick sooner. I will devote my life to the pursuit of care. I will believe that care will be like the highest virtue I can bestow on people and animals and the world.